Hi guys, this is Laila. Welcome back to Laila's Home Cooking and Spices. On this episode I want to show you how I make my naan. It's a one whole naan, plain naan, butter naan, which we always eat in every Ramadan. In Mauritius there is everywhere where they sell this naan, and this is a recipe from a bakery from a cousin of mine that gives me this recipe, and I've been using this for years now, and it is foolproof. And let's go through the ingredients and we're gonna get started. What I have here is some all-purpose flour, instant yeast, salt, some room temperature butter, and some water, and that's it. I'm serious, that's it. Let's take the bowl. I'm gonna use a stand mixer, but you can use this by hand. You can do this by hand, obviously. All you have to do is knead the dough a little bit extra. It's not like pizza dough. If you knead, you have to knead like 25 minutes on your counter, but a good 10 minutes by hand will be enough. So in the machine, it would take around 5 minutes. So I'm just gonna put the butter inside and little bit of water. The water is at the temperature of 110 degree. Make sure you have your right temperature water so your dough can rise properly. And then if it's too cold, then your yeast will not rise, and if it's too hot, it will kill the yeast, and then it won't be a good dough. So I'm just gonna keep kneading this. I'm gonna start on the slow, and then I'm gonna keep adding water until I get a really beautiful dough, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, that's it. So now this is my which I call my beautiful dough. It's a buttery, it's gonna be a buttery naan, and but you're still gonna cut it and spread some butter and eat, but we call it butter naan. So now you see it's not sticky to your hand or anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this as is in this bowl for 15 minutes, and then we will move forward after that. 15 minutes, and in the meantime I just grease, this is just a pizza pan, I grease with some butter, and now is the big deal. This is now you're gonna pay attention. I'm gonna turn this into a log slowly, not one time. Now this is important. You're gonna do this in the same pan or tray that you are going to bake the naan bread, because after we turn this into the naan shape, we won't be able to move this. It has to bake just as is after resting. I just opened this. The easiest way, if you are having trouble, this is what you can do. Just make them into a big log. Okay, and then you start turning. And then when you turn, anytime you turn, just press it down as well. Okay. Now I make sure they are all the same size, not like big and small. If you see bigger, bigger, and then just stretch them into the same size. Okay. Almost there. And one more thing, whenever you turn, make sure they are very tight, and then try to move this in the middle of your pan, and the edges, just put them inside, and then try to press down a little bit more, Okay, so this is your naan. And next, this is egg wash. It's an egg beat with a little bit of water. You can add milk if you want. And then brush this all the way. Spread some sesame seeds. You can add poppy seed as well. You can add both if you want. I always add sesame seeds, always. So I'm just gonna keep it up. I'm gonna add a lot. You can add, this is like optional, like you can add as many as you want. This is really up to you. All right, so now this tray is going to go in my oven, but the oven is off, and after 1 hour I'm just gonna remove this from the oven and put it back on my counter and preheat my oven for at least 425 degrees Celsius, and then I'll show you once this is done. It's gonna take about an hour to sit, and then we'll move from there. So my naan bread was in my oven with my oven off, and it's really warm in here right now. Instead of an hour, it took only 45 minutes and it doubled in size. You can see how risen the dough has been risen properly. And so this is what I was saying. It's not gonna be good if you move this. You see what happened? So you can't move this. So this is a must that you use the same tray or a pizza pan, whatever you want to use for so you don't move it. So now my oven is preheating back there, and this is going to go in my preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, or depending on, or until golden brown as the color I want it to be, like a nice golden brown, and then I'll show you how it looks like. My naan bread was in the oven for 25 minutes on 425 degree, and this is how it looks like. Look at that. My naan looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can touch it. You can see it's soft and it's really hot. I don't want to cut it right now. I will just wait for a little bit before I slice them, and but right now it's extremely hot. Hope you enjoyed this video with me today. Click the link below for the full written recipe, which might wait for you right now, and comments down below how do you like it, and if you made it, how do you prepare your own naan. And I will see you next time with another great recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye.